Mic check. Give me one sec. Filters, noise suppression on. All right, what's going on, chat? How's it going? Hey, James Whitehill, how you doing? Appreciate you tuning in. Hello, all here in California, and happy 420. I was just fishing with a California native today, who I took this dude fishing back in June, and today we went and checked out the inlet. I also filmed some B-roll footage for upcoming Albie fishing from the rocks video. Unfortunately, there was no fish. The water was kind of blown out. But then we ended up going into the bay and we caught. I got a fish. I was really hoping he would get one, but we had some striped bass pretty much feeding right in front of us on some bait. So, but we fished all day. I wore neoprene waders in 80-degree weather, so I got minor heat stroke. When I got home, I was like, I don't even know if I could stream. But then I was like, it's Friday night, last Friday of the month. That means we have our Twitch giveaways we got to do. And we also have to pick our winner from, because it's almost been a month now, we forgot. But maybe we'll make this the tradition to do our YouTube giveaway where we, via our video, pick the winner at the same time so YouTube doesn't feel left out. Speaking of which, we have, that's not working. Hold on. We'll go back here. Hold on. You're going to give me a second. I have to do this every time. Whoa, unplug it. That's me, by the way. If you heard that. I don't know why this capture card, ever since I moved my room around, this capture card does this every time. There we go. I have to unplug it and deactivate it, reactivate. I have no idea why. I should do that before the stream. That would be smart. But we have our video as well for YouTube, which was the Mickelson Crafter video. So we'll do that probably near the end of the stream. So if you haven't, go watch that video. It's actually this one right here from 3 weeks ago, tying the Crafter Mickelson. So if anybody wants to win that, I don't see you on there, James. There you go. We'll give you to the end of the stream if you'd like. All you gotta do is comment and like on it, and already be subscribed. All right. Anyways, we'll do that at the end of the stream. We have our 2 Twitch giveaways as well, which we're going to be doing via marble races, which we'll let the folks on Twitch trickle on in. But we're going to leave this open for a bit. I'm going to hop in there so I can knock someone's marble off the track. And today we are going to be tying... wrong button. Today we're going to be tying the Cohen's Baitfish because I had somebody reach out, new customer, wanting some Albie hose, which we tied up. A couple Albie hose for him. We got Kinky Muddlers, which I just got to glue up right here, which I'm going to do. And we have some Cohen's Baitfish, which he requested. So apparently fishing for large speckled trout in Texas. Off a pier, by the way, off like a 20-foot high pier, which is wild fishing. And they have a net that they drop down via a rope, you know, like a guide net that they drop down to net the fish and pick it up. It's pretty wild. But he ordered some of these, so we're going to make a custom blend of some colors up top for one, and then we are going to tie a purple version. Or not a purple version, a black and purple for the it's mostly going to be black, unfortunately, because I didn't have any purple, but perhaps we can maybe blend some wig hair in or something like that. But hey, Doc, how's it going, man? I hope you're doing well. Yep, Jay, yep, it's a Henry Cohen pattern, I guess. What do you call it? He doesn't you know, he guides a bunch, but he doesn't tie these or anything or something, like the guy was telling me. I don't know if Henry Cohen was ever tying commercially. I think he's just been developing flies, and he's been a guide for a while. So I think like some different companies, you know, tie these or whatever. Hell yeah, baby. I got some wig hair. Well, This is what, and no shame to, or no, I open myself up to this, but sometimes customers are like, "Oh, dude, if we can get a little bit different olive color," I'm like, "Look, this is what I got." Right? And you can order 5 different colors of olive, and they're each different. This is both labeled as olive. Look how dark this slinky fiber is compared to that. But I don't have any materials long enough. So I was like, I do have some wig hair that we can blend in with the olive, and then we can blend in with some blues and other colors like that to get this sort of color. So, but you know, I got to work with what I got, And I told him, listen, and this is the thing that I can't do. I can't go out and order like $40 worth of materials to tie 2 flies, right? You got to order like 3 dozen flies if I'm going to be spending like $60, $40 on material to tie a particular color. But luckily we have most of the slinky fibers and stuff that are in the correct colors to kind of blend. So we could do a custom blend. We'll do that. So everybody's happy. All right. But I try not to, you gotta, you gotta be like, all right, look, this is what I got, and this is what I tie it like. If you're happy with that, then cool. But this is how I do things. So, anyways, we got some craft fur for the back, and awesome dude, by the way, awesome. This guy, we were talking a bunch about fishing down in Texas. Really nice guy. But I'm just putting it out there because we got other fly tires that watch. In the past, I've had other people like, I tied flies, and they'll be like, "Oh, dude, but maybe if it could just be a little bit of a different color." I'm like, "Look, the fish, look, it is what it is. This is the color that they sell. Maybe 20 years ago they sold this color, but unfortunately it's just the way it is now. You know what I mean?" So we got craft fur for the tail. Normally the fly would have polar fiber, but we're using Rainey's craft fur. Virtually the same thing. Um, Unless the straight bass would be able to tell the difference. And then we got essentially just D4R fiber that I V-tied, or essentially kind of like V-tied high low tide, if you will. So leaving most of the material top and bottom and going not too heavy, but a fair amount of ties. And then you leave this exaggerated profile. Now, the reason why you can fish it like this and it's not going to swim on its side is because there is a pretty much the basis, the start of a full-size Sadati slammer keel, which is 1/2 inch of 0.035 diameter lead wire. Excuse me. I was like yelling all day on the jetty. My voice is already shot. 0.05 diameter lead wire, 3.5, and wrapped 1/2 inch. So this will help keel the hook, make it ride properly. Hey, Paul Bridges, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Shout out, we got a new YouTube member, by the way. New YouTube member, Calvin. Shout out to Calvin if you end up watching this. Appreciate it. We got to update our end screen. I made sure my Twitch and YouTube things were updated for the last video. If you haven't also checked out, let's go check out the Albie Muddler video. Not John Cena. Nope. But check out the Albie Muddler video, Roll Your Own Fly, which we ended up rolling up essentially a Albie Muddler with V-tied marabou, flash for the body, and kinky muddler head on it. And I took it out and fished it later that day. You can see Jeff on the boat right there. Skirt. And you can see an Albie porpoise out of the water. It's about as close as I got. So I didn't get it on camera, but the fish popped up for about 3 seconds in front of us. You could literally see the fish right there, jumping. Right there, boom. Right there, Albies. Far out, though, But they popped up for just a split second right in front of us. Just a split second. But yeah, that's the way the fishing is out there, Paul. On that particular jetty, there's another jetty across, which you probably saw. That the other jetty is much easier to fish from because you can fish further in the bay and the fish will come close. On this side, you have to go to the tip, and the west side, it's way rougher. So it's always hazardous. So that's why we got to wear corkers, like you saw me wearing in the video, the thing strapped to my boots, my wading boots, because I mean, it's crazy. And you'll see in the video I'm gonna make about fly fishing for albies from shore. Uh, I think it was last week or week when the albies first showed up. I went from shore and it was so rough. There were a bunch of dudes spin fishing, and so I couldn't really get in there. But I almost got lifted off the rocks. I did get lifted off and moved like a couple inches, but I almost like got thrown off the jetty when I had my GoPro on and everything. So I was like, "All right, we're out. See ya." There's guys over there with like shorts and like just boots. You know what I mean? You got to be careful out there for sure. I've been on that jetty my whole life though. You can kind of determine whether how severe it is, and then there are times where you can see the waves breaking, and you're like, "Yep, no, we're not going today. We're not walking out there." Yeah, it's nice, Jay. We're gonna make a. I'm gonna make like a PDF. I'm gonna make a nice looking sheet, and I'm gonna put it in the description probably before the next one. I've been saying this for a while, but I need to get around to it. I want to make a nice little just sheet you can download or you can print, and you can do it yourself. You can play that, or like a fillable form where you can, instead of having like natural materials, feathers and flash, you can put like, okay, I'm putting bucktail here, I'm putting EP fiber here, I'm putting flashaboo here, because maybe not everyone has endless supplies of fly tying materials like I do after like 30 years of doing it, or 20 something years. It is dangerous wearing waders, but if you don't wear waders, you're gonna get like my buddy Derek was there fishing. He was completely soaking wet from top to bottom. Like, I mean, completely soaking wet from top to bottom. It's probably safer when you get swept out off the inlet, but the idea is you don't get swept off the inlet. But it is definitely safer if you go over with waders. Even with a wading belt, those neoprene waders are really heavy. So, because I've fallen in the water with waders before. Yeah. The only difference is once it's November, you'll freeze to death out there, so you have to like wear them. But it's a risky game. I mean, it's not like for the faint of heart. I grew up on those rocks doing that. You know what I mean? Like pitch black, middle of the night, 3 a.m. in those conditions, fishing as like a 10-year-old. And we didn't use corkers back then either. But in the 90s. But what do you call it? We used to fish there all the time. And back in the day, before they redid it, it was just a jagged hellscape of rocks. Like, you would have to make like 5 foot jumps, or you'd have to go during low tide and climb up rocks and climb down rocks. At some point, the Army Corps of Engineers came and redid the whole thing and laid it flat. But for a while, it was like some of those crazy jetties you see in certain parts of New York or like New Jersey, where they're just there to like stop the waves on a beach, and they've been like moved around over time. So it used to be like a freaking Indiana Jones adventure to get out there. So it was a lot of fun growing up fishing on those rocks, but I don't do it as much now because there's a lot of people. So I go during the week, you know what I mean? I go early. There's almost always still a couple people that beat me there, but ideally I drive 30 minutes, go to the other side. But I haven't seen anyone catch a single albie over there this year, so I don't know if it's worth it. So instead, we stayed on this side today. There wasn't that much action, but we got some 4K footage. We'll see what it looks like because I had to turn the shutter rate all the way up because of how bright it was. I even took a videography class in college, and I still don't know how to film outside properly, but we got some B-roll footage, and then we went striper fishing, so it worked out. And I got a striper eat from start to finish on camera which is the best when you just get the eat while you're just casting and handing out, and then all of a sudden it was a sick eat too. It was in the shallow water. The fish is super tan. Must be feeding in the flats, and it almost went airborne. It like turned into a steelhead. So that was cool. That being said, by the time we were done, I was like, dude, we got to get out of here. I'm literally going to die from a heat stroke. It took me like 2 hours to recuperate. Because I have a plastic pair of waders, but man, they're so uncomfortable. So I just brought my neoprenes. But I mean, it was not that hot when we left. It like turned into an August summer day at some point today and absolutely cooked me. Oh, by the way, shout out I don't know who. Let me see. Does it show it here? No, it doesn't show it. Somebody hyped our Albiho video, which is apparently a new thing you can do. Like somebody can like pay like bits or something to hype a video and maybe promote it in the algorithm. But dude, our freaking Albi escort video, YouTube hates this fly's name. First off, though, I mean, I better get some views when I'm clickbait. Not even clickbait, but when I got that like freaking perfect YouTube title. But in like 3 days we got 2.2 or like 4 days we got 2.4K views. So shout out, somebody hyped it, I think. And I think YouTube promoted it or something. I don't know what happened. It's like a brand new feature they started doing, so I have no idea. But this video is doing really good, so so that's awesome. And I'll show you real quick. If you haven't, please check out my second YouTube channel, Mike Rolls Dice, because we're doing pretty good, man. We got this new game, Conflict 47. First off, I made a actual logo, black and white text. You can't go wrong with that. The little spacing's a little off, but we unboxed this Conflict 47 starter set. We got almost 2K views on that. We got some pretty good views on our building these models, but our new battle report, which I'm going to show you guys real quick just because it's fun. We got to watch this real quick. Just the intro. It's only like 20 seconds long, but we got almost 1,000 views. This is like, we're getting a shit ton of part of my French watch hours, so we're on our way to getting monetized on this channel. So please check out Mike Rolls Dice, my second channel. But we got to watch this. Oh wait, I have my hold on. I'm a professional streamer, by the way. Noise suppression off. "1946 Dresden, Germany. After defeating the Green Hand, the Allied forces, including the legendary slammer Samuels, encounter the first signs of the new Soviets' rift technology. Samuels and his men look to crush the commie forces and report back to HQ about these new super weapons. In our first ever game of the new second edition of Conflict 47. Dude, this song books. Oh my god, that's a free YouTube song from YouTube Creator Studio. I'm using this every single battle report. I just listen to that song while I'm hanging out. It's so good. I don't know who. It's such a banger. But anyways, I gotta work on my. We're filming a game tomorrow. I gotta work on my camera skills. On all over the place, and I gotta work on how I film. Is the main thing. And tomorrow, me and Rev's in the chat too, shout out to Rev, we got to make sure, like, we figure out what we're going to do, then I hit record, I'm holding it perfectly, and then we do it, because I'm, like, jumping around like a madman. But that's, first game, how she goes. But and shout out Morty and Glory, who's a big YouTuber, streamer, and he does Warhammer 40K content. Rev's been a member of his community for a long time. He checked it out and like left a comment on the video. So shout out to Morty, an awesome dude. He got us into the game. But yeah, so we're going pretty hard on YouTube. Back on the grind with our fly tying videos. We have a really big video in the works. We have, by the way, we're going to do the tail sections first. I'm tying on craft fur, and then we're going to apply a little bit of liquid fusion on there. We got a really big video, which is how to fish for albies from shore. I'm going to make that video like 40 minutes long. I'm going to like literally sit down with the camera in front of me, and I'm just going to talk about every single thing I can about fishing from albies from shore. I want to make it like the most definitive video about fishing from albies from shore. The only problem is filling that much time with images and stuff. I've been getting people to send me albie photos, but I also found a bunch of all my old footage from my laptop. So unfortunately, we lost some really good footage from when my PC like died on me. But there was like some really cool streams and stuff that we ended up losing all the footage from, but it's all good. How's it going, Neves? Oh, by the way, if you haven't too, we are going to be picking the winner from this, or I guess it would be August's YouTube giveaway. Check out the Mickelson video. Just go leave a comment on it and a like, because we're going to be picking the winner from that one here at the end of the stream. Also, I know we're flapping our gums a lot, but you know, just how she goes. !play for Twitch. Marble race. Friday fly giveaway. You know how she goes. Alright, now we're going to tie. Oh, well, thank you, Doc. I appreciate it. We're going to try and make them much more... I'm going to try and increase the production value on both channels, but the Bottle Report channel has a lot of room for improvement. I think the fly tying videos we're making are good, but what do you call it? There's room for improvement in terms of like the discussion videos when it comes to about like fly fishing for striped bass or whatever. So I'm trying to film like more B-roll footage and stuff like that, and I'm probably going to start like setting up the camera and filming myself talking about it. But there's definitely room for improvement in that regard. So we're going to just tie our tail sections, throw some liquid fusion on here. There you go. Yeah, hop in there. All right. Oh, what the hell? I forgot. Oh, man, this one has way more liquid fusion in it. I've been used to the other bottle, which has barely any left, so I just... I just unfortunately wasted some. Let's see if I can... like, suck it back in the bottle. Oh, man. That was a bozo move right there. Oh, I'm not going to let it go to waste. Luckily, liquid fusion is water-based and not toxic, so it's a pleasure to work with compared to some of the more hazardous things that we have to in the fly tying world. Well, I guess you don't have to, but I completely stopped using Softex because it's the sort of thing where you need an industrial-sized commercial fan in your room to suck the fumes out. Otherwise, you might get high off it or something. Okay. You know, we're just gonna tie them. I did this last time. You could let this dry, but I don't. There's like really no downside to working with it like this. So we're gonna do some olive, and I'll show you real quick. Let's see. I have all my Steve Farrar fibers over here. I'm just gonna find... here we go. And I'm going to need blue. Yes. Okay, so I got olive and blue. Very nice. We'll actually zoom out here because we're going to have to make a custom blend. And then we got a little bit of that wig hair from Jay. Shout out to Jay. I'm going to use... Luckily, we don't need much of any of this stuff. Most of the ties are all pretty much just tied on top. And if you look, you really don't need a lot of material for something like this, because we're going for a more 2D profile as opposed to like a wider 3D profile with this particular sort of fly. But what we are going to do is we're going to take some of the olive blend here. And so with the length, I want the length to be, and this is a 4-odd Gamakatsu SL12S, by the way. We want the length to be higher on top. And I am V-tying it, so we want it to be about double that length. So in reality, probably something like, even something like this will work, because once we taper it a little, it'll get longer. So we'll cut a little bit of this off, and then what I'll do is I'll cut a shorter bunch off as well. So I'm also, this weekend, I need to finish up 3 dozen muddlers. If you look over here, there's 2 dozen rooster muddlers I tied up for a guide. So I need to finish those up. And we're doing this for a customer as well. And I just got in touch with the person that we did all the roosterfish stuff for this winter. And we are most definitely, we're getting started pretty much right, or they're getting a list together, and we're going to get started now as opposed to in like February, when I need to tie hundreds of these things. So that's very nice. I like that. We get a head start. And pretty much be in kinky muddler fly tying land for the next, I don't know, probably till roosterfish season, to be honest with you, because I'm sure it'll just, usually it just keeps going. It starts off with, hey, let's get this, and then next thing you know, hey, okay, this, and by the time it's like, hey, there's a week left, we need even more. Hopefully that's the case. That being said, this year I had to scramble to get so many flies done in such a short amount of time. It really killed my momentum with YouTube. And not to lie, I got a little burnt out too, because I was making like 3-4 videos a week. Right now we're kind of doing like 2, maybe 3 a week. But I got to make sure I have a healthy balance. So that's what I'm working on is, you know, that's the other thing. I want to make sure people don't order this stuff last second, because these kinky mothers, for instance, this is kind of an order we were supposed to do months ago, and this guy ended up just last second kind of thing, so it kind of screws me over. But that being said, we've still been staying on top of YouTube. So the main thing is I'm probably not going to be doing any sort of clamming and bunker fishing and like that anymore. So that means I have no excuse. I have to fully dedicate myself to both YouTube channels and just grind it out and make as many videos as possible and keep tying flies, essentially. So that's what I'm here to do. So stay tuned. We got a bunch of different videos coming up, as well as some like more, you know, in-depth topic type videos. Yo, what's going on, Hayes? How you doing, man? So I'm just blending these. You can see I'm just pulling the ends, making sure the colors mix. A little bit of blue, a little bit of olive. That's the thing, even if you can't get this color anymore, you can kind of make something yourself, almost. It's the best we're going to get. Alright. So, this particular fly is pretty simple. I also have more slinky fiber. This is all stuff I've been using to tie kinky muddlers. And we're going to start out pretty long. Then we're going to get shorter. So I'm going to actually cut this in half too. You're not going to see me cut it because I don't want to make a mess, but I'm cutting it right like that. That's our shorter white hair. We have some longer white hair as well. We're going to trim the fly no matter what, just to kind of get a nice clean look. I guess theoretically, if you tied all the material at the right length, you could get it to where you wouldn't need to trim it, but I always end up doing a very slight amount of trimming on my synthetic flies because you can. So why not? As long as it looks good. So, oh, I forgot there was liquid fusion over here. Where the hell is that? Let me clean that up real quick. Very small amount, but it takes a while to dry too. Doing good. Just serviced and respooled some spinning reels. They're ready for next time. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. What he targeting with these? Big browns or lake trout? No, this dude's in Texas, and he fishes for big speckled trout at night. Middle of the night on a 20-foot high pier that juts out into the ocean from a beach in Texas. There's a bunch of these piers and jetties, and they fish at night, and there's like really big speckled trout that he's trying to target specifically, and he's looking for somebody who can tie like flies for bigger fish, because a lot of like the flies that you get down there are like more for like redfish, speckled trout, like the more inshore, smaller stuff. He's looking for larger, you know what I mean, like striper almost style. So we're gonna go ahead and V-tie. Yeah, he showed me they use like crazy nets with like a rope, and they drop these nets with a rope. It's like a guideline for the net down with the leader or something, and they net the fish and bring them up, and I'm assuming use the net to get them out, or maybe they chuck them over and then they die. I don't know. Or they eat them. I don't know. Maybe he eats them. Big speckled trout. But yeah, drop net. Yeah, we don't really have that sort of style of fishing on Long Island. I guess technically maybe out west there's like big piers or something, but everything's jetty fishing, so I've never experienced that style of like fishing super high up. I know there were some bridges in Florida that were like fishing piers that we went to, and they were quite interesting. They were like pretty high up. They were almost pretty much impossible to fly fish, but I say that, and this guy's fly fishing those sorts of places. So you can definitely do it. It's just, it was like not my preferred thing. I was like, man, this is going to be a pain. We hook a tarpon or something, like what the hell are we going to do? There's nowhere to like try and land this thing. So we want to make sure the lengths are correct, but that's looking pretty good. And then I'm just V-tying, and I'm keeping most of the material top and bottom. We're starting off pretty thick, but we're going to go somewhat sparser later on. Could do a little bit of pull on either side, get that material sitting right. Oh, dude, by the way, if Rev, you're still watching, they released a brand new... I was very tempted to go play Yu-Gi-Oh! Tomorrow. I'm actually going to call them and just make sure they know I'm interested. Because I'm assuming they're probably going to try it out this Saturday, but maybe not. I don't know. I got to see. But there's a new format where each card costs points. So it's like... It's almost similar to like Magic or something in terms of like how you have to pay for cards in terms of energy, you know, mana or something. But it's like completely flipping the Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a game on its head. It's like lower power, and all these decks that were invalid can now play. So it's like breathing in brand new fresh air. So I want to go try that for sure. So we'll see. I got to see if maybe they're going to start doing it. I really hope they're doing it at locals, but I haven't been in a year. So for all I know, they stopped even, hosting Yu-Gi-Oh! For all I know. But the new U.S. hero? What new U.S. hero? Is there a new U.S. hero for Conflict? Damn. I already made my list, but I'm struggling to figure out how I can get more points in there. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And that game is like, you need to be like a freaking genius to be playing that game. Alright. Let's keep Vita in here. I was tempted, but this is what I was tempted to say. Sunday, you come and play against Chris, and I'll just film it easy. And Saturday, I'll go play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I was like, I got so much stuff to do. It'd be easier to stay out here. But next Saturday, if they're doing it, I'm going. So I'm playing my Goblin Bikers. And we'll play Sunday or something. Speaking of which, I gotta film the next YouTube video because this is gonna be a giveaway video for September. So I'm probably gonna, I guess, film it tonight. I like filming at night because the lighting's ideal for fly tying, but. So you can see I'm trying to keep the hair, most of the hair, top and bottom, by the way. Roberta Wells? Oh, damn, I gotta check this out. 1250? I put it to 1500 because I thought you wanted to go higher, but I'm down for whatever. I added, I split the Paragons up into 3 small squads and added more dudes, and then yeah, I don't know, did something. But we can do 1250. I like 1250. I thought you wanted to try 1500. I found a new fly rod I've put on my wish list. It's the Sea Run Salinity. Hold on. My mouth is so dry. The Sea Run Salinity 6-weight, special fabricated for coastal fly fishing. No, I don't know it. Sea Run? I'm not familiar with the brand. Does anyone know Sea Run? Oh, dude, by the way, I can put this on, right? Yeah. Right here, Twitch, this is coming to you guys. The only reason you haven't gotten it yet is because of how annoying it is for me to do it. Doc, I'm making all new badges, but we have Albie badges that I made for YouTube. I'm making them for Twitch. Right now, technically, the first month subscribers have them, but I have to make 3 versions of each badge. So I didn't have time before the stream to do it. But I'm going to make sure all of our badges are filled because now we're getting to the point to where we have 5-year subscribers, 6-year subscribers, and where, like, I don't know why I don't even, you know, there's sometimes some people don't end up having them and whatnot, but we'll make sure everybody has updated badges. I think the brand is fairly new, about 2 to 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. Gotcha. Oh, and by the way, don't subscribe on Twitch or be a member on YouTube, you know, if you can't. And in fact, I would recommend, while I love the fact that some folks have been supporting me for so long on Twitch, like, don't even worry about it. I think Twitch raised their subscriber thing to like $8 or something. And, yeah, so I don't blame you for, if anyone wants to, in fact, cancel them, you know what I mean? Because it's such a small, don't even worry about it. Because I think they raised the money on all this stuff too, so. It used to be $5. I think they raised it to like $7 or $8 for a sub. I could be wrong, but I think I saw they sent me an email. But yeah, don't even worry about it. But for the people that are subbed, we got those badges, so, because I do appreciate it. If you got the Twitch Primes, baby, use those Beza bucks. Don't let the Twitch Primes go to waste, but tier 1s, don't worry about it. But I do appreciate to those that do. That being said, that I totally get it. We've got a Tenuru rod from Japan. It's like 700 euro spinning rod. Damn. What, you're saying the Sea Run fly rods are expensive? Yeah, get those Prime subs. Use those Twitch Primes. Exactly. All right. Let's keep moving here. But yeah, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even know the last time Twitch paid me out. For all I know, they're just taking the money. No, they definitely paid me out, but it's been a while. YouTube, on the other hand, that sweet, sweet ad revenue is helping me pay my car insurance every month. So shout out to everybody who is on Twitch or YouTube watching and what do you call it? Throwing a like button on those YouTube videos. It means a lot. We're going to go with some hair on the belly here. And it helps pay for all the materials for these videos and stuff, which, God, man, this stuff is so expensive at times. So I don't want this to be too long, so do I have some shorter hair pre-cut? I mean, I guess this will work. Should be enough for this fly. I like to taper down, even with me trimming, even with me trimming the fly, I like to taper down the length of the material every time. Makes it easier, it makes less trimming and all that, so. Which way do we go? We went this way, so we want to go this way. Just want to offset that, like so. We could probably add a little bit more material on top, to be honest with you. I'm making sure the material is longer on top, though, than it is on the belly. $1,200. My God. Yeah, $1,200. You break that on a bluefish. What's the equivalent to a bluefish over there? Like, what's a fish that you're annoyed to catch at times? Like a tiny little bluefish when you're, let's say you're fishing for albies and there's 1 pound bluefish. You catch one of those and you're getting in next to the boat. You're like, get it off. Come on, there's albies. And then you end up breaking your fly rod. What's the equivalent to that over there on your side of the world? You're going to buy a $1,300 rod and catch like a little pollock or something while there's sea run trout blitzing, and then break the rod. I will say it's the nice thing about having like those cheaper TFOs and stuff for like $130. Great rods, and you don't really got to worry about if your car gets broken into, right? Meanwhile, that thing, if I was fishing, I would bring it with me every time, even if I didn't plan on using it, because I'd be so paranoid that somebody was going to smash my window and take it. Because it happens a lot more than you think out here, where people's fishing rods get stolen. Especially if you've got rod racks. They can just break the rod racks. A lot of fishing rods get stolen off rod racks during the fall. But I park in like these ultra desolate places, and my car is like filled with like fly rods in the back of the truck, sitting on a rack, so I'm like, oh God. A pollock or a mackerel, a seal. The ultimate betrayal would be to break your fly rod here while albie fishing and to break it on a sea robin. That would be the ultimate, I think, okay, it's time to go home for the day thing. But it's always cocktail bluefish. I've seen Jeff break a couple of TNTs on cocktail bluefish. I've broken some fly rods on cocktail bluefish before. It's because they have so much energy, and believe it or not, for their size, they're pretty strong. So when you get them next to the boat or you get them inshore and you grab the leader, they'll take off and the leader slips out of your hands, and that rod's sitting kind of at an awkward angle, and it just explodes. I think I've broken more rods on tiny little bluefish than in any other way. Just because of that. Because you're like catching fish all day and you're like, whatever, you're not paying attention. They just take off. And your rod's sitting on the gunnel or it's sitting in your stripping basket. I had one happen where my rod was sitting in the grooves of my Orvis stripping basket. And I had the leader and I was trying to land the fish, and the fish took off and my rod was sitting in it. And it just almost went around me and the rod completely bent and exploded. So I'm telling you, you got to watch out for those little 1 pound bluefish, man. I think they're working for fly rod companies or something. They'll get you. Trees kill the most rods in your area, Hayes? Okay. In fact, that's an interesting question for the chat. How have you broken the most fly rods? Because I feel like if you fly fished, you've had to have broken a fly rod. Unless you've just started this year. If you fly fish for more than a couple years and you've done it quite a lot, I feel like you've had to break in a fly rod. Maybe it's just me, because I usually end up breaking like 1 or 2 a year. Maybe I'm an outlier. But I feel like it happens quite a lot. Really? You've only broken 2 rods? That's crazy, because you fish quite a lot. Yeah, I am a little bit of a wild animal, I guess, with my fly rods at times. Yeah, it's just because I'm catching huge fish, Doc. Get on my level. No. Get good. Over there catching those seals or whatever you're doing over there in Ireland. Oh, I got to put some pink on here. You've never broke a rod? All right, Mr. Hotshot. I believe you that you've only broken 2. Some people don't break a lot. I feel like me and my buddy Jeff, we've broken like so many fly rods. I've broken them casting. I've broken them from them getting hit with clousers in the wind. I've broken them on big fish. I've broken them on little fish. I don't think I've ever closed a car door. That's like the most common way. CJ, you're a little bit behind. You gotta click refresh on the video or grab the icon and drag it to the right, because I forgot and I remembered at the same time. Probably you did. But your comment was like 30-second delayed. In fact, I gotta refresh my browser. You had a guide break one? Dude, believe me, you'd be surprised. You know how many... There's a reason why guides are... there's guide programs for fly rod companies. It's because they break rods, whether it's their customers or them, or it's just... If you fish it every day, I mean, it's gonna happen. One way or another. I like how I bet you me and Jay remembered at the same time. Yo, Southern Fly Guy. Thank you for the Twitch. Thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate that, my friend. Get some LI Flies hearts. Or if you're on YouTube and you're a sub, get some Albie skirt emotes. Wait, did we upload that to Twitch? I think we did. By the way, new emote. You can thank YouTube for this. I can't see because my dashboard. New emote, Albie skirt emote. Skirt. Oh, is it not approved yet? I wonder if I didn't upload it to Twitch. Hold on, maybe can I do it right now? We'll see. Twitch. Give me a sec. The folks on YouTube should have it, I believe. Unless that's also going through an approval process. Sometimes that happens where they have to approve your emotes. I might see. I could upload it right now. No, I definitely uploaded it, right? Yeah, tier 1. We should have it. You guys see an Albie with a... no, it's not on there. All right, so it's getting approved. We got an Albie with a little text bubble coming out of its mouth going, skirt. All right, I guess that's not live yet. That's good to know. It's going through the approval process. Ah, see, there it is. It's on YouTube, though. Yeah. YouTube's like, have at it, bud. YouTube's probably got like some sort of Terminator algorithm that's like scanning it. Approved. Does not violate community guidelines. Yeah, now we're going to put some pink in here. Let's just do it right here. It'll be fine. I was supposed to do it for the second one, but that's okay. do it like that. Just a little bit for some color on there. Your former fishing buddy snagged a branch when he was casting out with his $1,250 spinning rod. His lure was a special edition he was bragging about. Cost $30. There's only 100 of them made. He snagged, line snapped, his rod gave off a loud creak sound, and the lure dropped 2 meters in front of him into the... He broke his rod. He lost his 1 out of 100 fishing lure that was custom made that he was bragging about. I mean, dude, that's... Sometimes you just gotta, like, bite your tongue out there because the universe is listening. It's like, oh yeah? You like that, huh? What if I made all of that disappear? In one fail swoop. The universe. That does suck. Believe me, I've been there. I've been there breaking rods, seeing rods broken, breaking other people's rods, people breaking my rods. I've had so many fly rods break over the years. So many. Alright. We're going to wrap this sucker up. We're going to trim it up. Probably could have used a little less material, to be honest with you, because we just would have ended up trimming less. But I mean, that's kind of what we're looking for. This thing's going to push water. This is essentially how you tie a modern day Sadati slammer. It's just the material would be longer and it'd be tapered as you move up the hook shank. But this is pretty much it. Just in a micro version with a craft for a tail. So it's pretty interesting. We definitely need to take some material off the belly, though. It's a little heavy. Oh yeah, we're trimming it. We're trimming it. We got to. If I perfectly tied the length of the material, it'd be different. But, oops, that's not the case. Plus, trimming it means we could just get that much more of a controlled profile to it. Did I not say we were going to trim it? Pretty certain I said it. We were going to trim it. Keep it pretty high on the top here. Lower on the belly so we make sure that it turns over properly. I mean, that's pretty much it. We are going to go a little bit like this, because I do want to glue eyes on, and then I can always trim it again if need be. Unfortunately, my beautiful fiskers have gotten dulled out because I've been like doing modeling stuff with it. And we've had to trim a lot of flies with it, so it's pretty dulled out. Maybe we could sharpen it. I think somebody told me they were sharpening their fiskers. But I do like having multiple pairs around. You know, I probably could have been a barber. Yeah, the pink's nice. And when you V-tie it, it literally turns into a V. When you trim it, you see that? It actually turns into a V. So that's interesting. And we're going to glue on some eyes. Question is, did I put those eyes away or did I leave them out, the jumbo ones? It's a very good question. Oh, I probably put them away. And where are the eyes? Yeah, I've been doing so much fly tying recently, so stuff's a little discombobulated. The eyes are here. Oh God, don't why did I put these eyes away? Because now they're probably like still only one striper this season. Did catch small flounder on for 5 spots in 7 hours fishing on Tuesday. Well, that kind of sucks, but at least you're getting something. Man, you're getting out there fishing, which is the main thing, Doc. I caught my first striped bass today in what felt like forever since I went to Block Island in like June, late June or something. Here we go. So, I'm pretty much there with you. I did get one, but I'm sure you're not far behind. Keep it up. You got the fall run. You know what I mean? Hit some different spots up. Hit a different tide, you know? Try and go to a completely different area or something. Or maybe stick with it. Tough. Who knows? Use a sharpening stone? Well, I guess I could. I have actually... You should see... You want to see a sharpening stone setup? I have a broadhead sharpening stone system with, like, diamond grits. And it's, like, hundreds of dollars. I forgot about that. I used to, like, sharpen broadheads late at night like a maniac. It's actually really, really, really nice. I could probably do that, but it's also, well, we'll try it. I should try it. I should try sharpening your own fly, sharpening your fly tying scissors. We can make a video out of it. Screw it. Might go through some scissors, but, and we should just do it with a sharpening stone, like a basic one, not a really nice setup. So that way anyone can do it. We'll see if we could do it. So we got E6000. Now I punctured a hole in the thing, and that's how I was getting out the E6000 the other day. Can I actually get it out of the tube properly for once? So I need to go get a new bottle. Oh, dude. There should be a bottle of Liquid Fusion coming today. I forgot about that. And it's not the old style. It looks like Eileen's, which is the company that makes it, which I also use their tacky glue for making terrain. They changed the bottle, and now it's like a heavy-duty industrial Liquid Fusion or something, but it's clear. I don't know. We're going to see. It's also getting extremely hot in my room right now. Feels like it's like 90 degrees with all this equipment running. God damn it, I need a new bottle. It's like all this old E6000. This is annoying. Let me get the good stuff. Come on. I'm getting low. We getting low. There we go. You kind of gets clogged up in the near the end there with like more dried up glue. Take that crap off. See that dry glue? We don't want that. There we go. That's what you're looking for when it's stringing like that. That's when you got good glue. So if you got an older bottle, make sure you get to the fresh stuff. And I'll probably even put Liquid Fusion on this myself. I don't know if Henry Cohen does that, but that's something I really like from Johnny King's. Putting Liquid Fusion over 3D eyes to prevent them from falling off. That's something I'm going to start doing on like most of my flies. Damn, this is really annoying. I gotta go get a new bottle tomorrow from the hardware store. It's a pain to deal with. Make sure I'm using good glue. Okay. Oh, went a little too far there. Let's reset that. Yeah, we'll hit that with some liquid fusion over on top. Make sure we're lined up evenly. You can see I probably have some more trimming to do on the side like this. There you go. And I'll trim it once more, but I mean the whole idea is like it's super exaggerated profile for somewhat short fly, you know? It's like almost like a bunker profile. Like this is like the start of a bunker fly if you made this much larger as we went. But this is the Cohen's Baitfish. It's a pretty interesting fly. It's like, as you could see, it's got a fairly interesting profile to it. You know what I mean? So this one as well, I need to apply some liquid fusion and trim it up slightly, but this is like the finished profile that I'd give it. Probably like a really nice pinfish imitation. You know what I mean? For us striper folks. It's a very common bait you see in like offshore and stuff. Dude, this glue is like not working, so I'm just going to have to glue some eyes on there. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I guess the glue found its way out. Damn it. Well, and now we can glue it properly, I guess. See, this fucking glue is old, man. It's annoying to work with. Look at this. Well, it gave us a little platform to work with, I guess. Yeah, I gotta get some new E6000. I'm gonna have to go tomorrow to the hardware store. Early in the day. Because I have so many eyes to glue this weekend using this stuff. So this bottle ain't gonna cut it. There we go. That'll be secure. Unfortunately, our E6000 is kind of kaputs. Oh, on the scissors? To keep the scissors in tip-top condition? Okay, very cool. I'll take a look. It sounds like it's vapeable liquid fusion. No, yeah, it's not a vape brand. Liquid fusion cherry flavor. Sold at near elementary schools. No. You ain't blowing clouds with E6000. Or liquid fusion, sorry. Alright. Let's see. God, I'm exhausted. So, we have a bunch of stuff to do. We got that. That's looking good. Let's transition over. Okay. So, we have our... I'm actually going to shut the camera off for now, let it cool down because it's getting so hot. Did I put you on game? No, I didn't. We have our video from August, and this is the Mickelson's video, and this was our August giveaway. So we give it some time. It was about a month, but or about 3.5 weeks or something. But so we're gonna pick that, and then we also have our marble race. And then afterwards, we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna chat for a bit. We're gonna do our second marble race, and what do you call it? Or tie another fly and end the stream. So because I'm super super sun-baked today. But that being said, excuse me, we're going to pick our YouTube random comment from the Mickelson video. And if you guys are interested, if you're watching on YouTube, the video that'll be coming out on Sunday, I still don't know what I'm doing. Or Sunday, it might be Tuesday, who knows. It's usually the last video of the month, so we still have like 4 or 5 days. So it doesn't have to be Sunday. It might be Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day that is. You guys will, just like this video, will have a chance to win a fly. So let's pick. Include replies, yes. Include allow duplicates, because I don't think we picked a winner for this one, right? Am I like an idiot or something? Hold on. No, I don't think we picked one for this. So, right? Am I stupid? No, there's no way we picked one. Hold on. We're just going to go here real quick. We're going to go back. We're going to go to that video. And if there's not a pinned comment, that means we haven't picked one yet. Like that. We'll go here. Look. No. Okay. I'm tripping. I don't know. We got a lot going on. We got a lot going on nowadays. I still don't know half the time. So we got everybody here from this video. It's going to have a chance. Let's see. Duplicates, no. Anything goes. Yep. All right. 18 comments. Is that 18 comments? I guess we'll see. There's a reason why I don't respond to any of the comments on the... Sometimes I do, but I mean, I keep it easy. So it's just the comments on there. All right, let's see. Drum roll. NASCAR's 07. Oh, this is James Whitehill from early on in the stream. Congratulations. I'm pretty certain it is. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So congratulations. 1 hour ago. Look at that. Easy money. So, I don't know if you're still watching NASCAR's, James, but congrats. I'll need a shipping address either sent to me on Instagram or via email, but I'll make a reply for them. So I am going to pin this. Dude, what is this? Brainstorm video ideas? So what? I can go off a comment and it'll brainstorm a video idea? What? Some AI. They love introducing AI, and I refuse to use it, by the way. I refuse to bow down to the AI overlords. Alright, I'll leave a reply later with how to get back to me. But if not, Instagram at lifliesmike or email lifliesmike@gmail.com. Alright, and now we can go ahead and do our marble race. Which, let's go ahead and get our marble music. To be honest with you, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be using Epidemic Sound. I said that years ago. But it's like $19 a month. And the only thing we use it for is marble music and for my highlights. So I just got to make some new highlights for the stream. And luckily, anything I've already uploaded will be okay. But I was a little worried because a lot of my YouTube channel has Epidemic Sound. But part of the thing is, once, they're not going to copy strike you after you stop using their subscription. So that being said, though, I got to stop paying for this stuff. But we do use it. I used to use it in videos, but now I've almost entirely transitioned to using YouTube music that they allow me to use. So the downside of that, I can't really play that on Twitch, I think. I don't know. Twitch is the wild, wild west. You can kind of do whatever you want. What am I saying? What the hell are we doing? We're going to marble music. Account? No, where the hell? Saved. There we go. Changing my UI up on me. Yo, Dad Life, what's going on? How you doing? And Frosty, what's up, dude? How you doing? Heresy. How you doing, Frosty? Yo, Leans, what's up? So, by the way, we have to send flies to You got flies, right, Leans? I remember you won a while ago. You ended up receiving something, right? I want to make sure everybody got everything. I think we're caught up with everything. This is what we have at the moment. I don't have my camera on, but August, this is what we have to send out. We have from August's giveaway, and this is why we picked the YouTube one. You got them. Okay, good. We have AR Fly Fisher and Jin, and then Slim Thunder has been waiting for corn flies for years. We tied some corn flies on stream last time, and we're going to send it to him. But we picked our YouTube giveaway winner, which our YouTube giveaway winner was NASCAR on YouTube. So let me write that down. And for anyone watching on YouTube right now, unfortunately you can't participate in this because this is literally integrated into Twitch chat. But don't worry, we have a video coming out next week you can take part of. It's going to be a giveaway video, so. Okay. And then we'll write September. So this will be the... Should we roll a dice for it? Let's roll a dice. I didn't say which one it is. Follower or giveaway race? Somebody call it out. Odds or evens? Which one's which? Which one's evens? Follower or subs? Which one's evens? We'll let the dice decide. We're rolling a D6, not a D20. This is not a D&D household. We do not support Wizards of the Coast. Okay? We are a Savage Worlds and Conflict 47 and Trench Crusade and Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay? None of that Wizards of the Coast slop. I'm joking. I'm joking. I have to throw some Wizards of the Coast shade every now and then. Somebody call it! Which one's evens? Subscribers or followers? Somebody call it. All you got to say is subscribers or followers for evens. Which one? Subscribers or followers? Somebody type it. One of them, though. Just one. YouTube or Twitch. I don't care. I'll let YouTube decide Twitch's chats. Subs or evens. There we go. Frosty's it. We got a 4. All right. It's the subs one. Sub race first. It's what came in first. I saw it, Hayes. You're on that trout Wi-Fi. What can I say? All right. Good luck. First marble in the pit's going to win some flies. We got to get cinematic with it. I'm going to throw up. Go through the hole. Oh, we got a split. We got a split here. This map is called Endurance Test. First one in the pit wins some flies. You know how it goes. Oh, we got our first peg section here. Watch out, watch out. Is somebody getting pegged? Ooh, that's close, Frosty. Close. Jin taking the straightaway up the middle. We'll see if that plays off. Meanwhile, Doc taking the side here. Whoa, what do we got going on here? Yo, Jin, grease those marbles, baby. That's right. I'm one with the AI. I've merged. First off, get wrecked. You like how I overtook you? That's right. But thank you again, Jin. Appreciate that. The 78 months, 79. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Very, very kind to you. Long time supporter here. Mod on the channel. But it all comes down to this. Twitch subs won't buy you a victory. When Frosty's on the battlefield, he makes his way over those little candies that are like on parchment paper. You remember? They're just dots or something. He drives over that. Now he's coming up to the paddle section here. He goes around the chicane. He gets caught up though. Shimmy shake. Shimmy shake. Now Jin catching up. That's enough time here. We'll see if he can make it. He has one more drop here. Jin, though, Jin getting hung up. He got his ankles broken. Frosty, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like wins the race. It's absolutely rigged. Both mods in the lead. Whoa, Southern Fly Guy, though, showing off near the end. Almost got second. This is like a German nightclub music. Like you see like Wesley Snipes come out in like a trench coat with like a vampire's head or something. Alright, congratulations, Frosty. Hey, Frosty's up, he's got some lakes around him, maybe, and he does have a tiny little fly rod. I don't know if he threw that out or he kept it, but I remember seeing it. So, they're, you know, we'll send them flies, whether you're going to do something with them or not. You can put them on your mantle. You could sell them at the gas station for some cigarettes or something. I'm down, dude. Whatever you want, baby. That's subs. Okay. And we're going to leave this one open. And this is going to be our follower race now, as long as you're following our Twitch channel. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, don't enter this one. Don't enter this one. We got to do a different map. Not the same map. I hit the wrong button. House of Pain. Record holder, Southern Fly Guy. I like it. Okay. That'll be open for you guys. You can hop in whenever. Again, YouTube, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, there's no integration with this. And anyways, Twitch sucks. Twitch wouldn't let us do a giveaway if we wanted to with YouTube at the same time because Twitch is jealous of YouTube. But that's okay because we do our video giveaways. So, anyways, we have some more flies to tie. And we're going to be chit-chatting and talking for a little bit. I'm super exhausted. Probably got minor heat exhaustion. But we are going to stream for a little bit longer. And maybe whip up one more fly. Or maybe just go over some fishing stuff. We'll take a look at the Discord and maybe have just talk about albies. Because I'm putting together this new albie video. So I've been kind of structuring the layout of the video. But anyways, we'll be back in just a second here for some more fly tying or fly tying related things, and we also need to do our last marble race. So appreciate it. We're gonna watch our albie highlight. I'll be back in just a moment. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Stay tight, alright? Yeah, keep it tight. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he did. Knuckle buster. Are you good? Do you need me to do anything?
Yeah, I might need a ride. Yes.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna turn now.
I'm gonna try and get on the bow.
Yeah, get on the bow. Alright, you're doing good. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna move us away.
Is that a little one?
No, that's a nice one.
Oh, Let's go!
Good job.
That's sick.
All right. Nice.
Let's go! Woo! Albie slap!
Good job, dude.
Yee!
Looking down the barrel of a 12 gauge little tuny, bro. On the alligator too.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck? Woohoo! Oh my god. Yep. Oh my god!
I gotta turn the boat so I can cast. Oh my god, dude! Alright, get back to catching him, Diego.
He's gonna go on that. There's a shark.
Frigates!
Albie?
Frigates.
Frigate.
Whoa! Whoa! There's gotta be bluefin or something. Look at. Hell yeah, dude. To grab a fish like that, to grab a fly like that, a big deceiver. Albie's in the rain on the half beaks, baby. Greenbacks. And until next time, guys, we'll see you. And as always, slam it, cores. Okay, we're back I gotta ship this one out from as well. We'll do that tomorrow. Okay, so we got the new. I just brought it up here. Here it is. God, it's freaking hot in here. This is the new Liquid Fusion. Old Liquid Fusion. You can still find this from fly tying shops. I googled it. This is the only place you can find this is like fly tying shops. So I'm assuming it's old stock. This must be the new Liquid Fusion. And I'm assuming just different bottle. It looks like the same exact stuff. Now this one you can see is almost turned a little yellowish. This one's older. So we're going to try the new one out. I'm assuming they just like, they just refreshed the package. Looks like we have to actually trim the end here. That's interesting. Because from what I could tell, this is not a different type of Liquid Fusion. It does say like heavy duty, ultra resistance, but I'm pretty certain this is just the new version of it. If someone could find out differently and let me know, that'd be interesting. Cut that. And let's give it a whirl. Bodkin. Yep. Oh yeah, the eyes are on there pretty good. Just a small amount. We don't want to go on the actual material too much. We just want to cover the eyes and maybe go towards the thread slightly. And I don't know if Henry Cohen does this, but this is from my own experience with 3D eyes. If you want to stop 3D eyes from falling off, shout out to Johnny Kings. This seems to be the best way to do it without changing the profile of the fly drastically by like adding UV resin or something, right? Or the way the fly swims, because this doesn't add virtually any weight once it dries. We're just going to do that, and that'll help ensure this fly is going to be durable. Looks like it's going to dry pretty clear. Already looks pretty good. It's the same set time. It says let dry 2 to 4 hours. Clamp if needed. Yeah. 24 hours for maximum cure time. Does this say it's like non-toxic and all that, or? I wonder if this is different. I mean, this is a skin and eye irritant. Yeah, it's the same. This is clear urethane adhesive. What is this? Doesn't say. UV resistant. It doesn't say. But it's Liquid Fusion, so I'm assuming they just changed the bottle. Because this one's water-based, but I'm assuming it's the same thing. Because you can't find this, so. Looking down the barrel of a 12-gauge toonie, that's probably one of the greatest lines we've ever come up with. Probably peak LI Flies mic right there. It won't get better than that. It's only downhill from there. Okay, so that being said, I also got to make sure, or this would be July, I guess. I got to ship this out. I'm actually going to package. I'm going to package most of these up tomorrow, and then I'll probably ship them out Monday or something, or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Okay. So, that being said, let's take a look at the Discord. It's been a week or so. Let's see what people have been posting. If you guys haven't, check out the Discord. It should be in the link down below in YouTube. And on Twitch, it's !Discord if you haven't. But Has anyone been posting anything? No, it's me just posting a bunch of stuff. I will show you guys this. This was from today. Reason why I'm super exhausted. We ended up getting a fish for albies for a while, and then we ended up getting fishing for stripers for like 3 or 4 hours. It was a long day in the sun, but ended up getting a fish. I got it all on GoPro. We'll probably it'll probably end up being like some B-roll footage or something. It was on the bunny deceiver, by the way, that we put out recently. So that fly did foul a lot, even with the mono loop, though. So that is something. Oh yeah, this is from when we were fishing last week for albies. This is what it looks like. It's pretty ragged and rough. Oh, we did check this out. Remember we went over bears. We talked about Jin's adventure to Alaska. So we did see this. Very cool. Beautiful stuff as always. I think I remember seeing this, but Jimmy cracked corn with some crazy stuff for salmon, I think. Chinooks or something. Salmon steelhead jigs. Non-lead. Very cool. I tied a ridiculous amount of candies, and all of the olive ones have sold out, so now I gotta add olive ones. I gotta retie olive bucktail ones, and I gotta tie synthetic versions as well. So that's good. We're selling some of those at one of the local shops. And Doc, how to sharpen your own scissors? Okay, I'll take a look at that for sure. Well, it looks like somebody already did a good video on it, but yeah. Looks like a leather strap, possibly, which would be your... What do they call that? Strapping or something? Leather strapping. I actually have a piece on my shelf over there that after you sharpen the blade or the edge with a stone or something like that, the idea is you sharpen it down to the point to where it's so... There's such a fine edge that you actually then take the the strop. Yeah, it's a strop. You clean it up with like the leather strop is what it's called. Which I remember I got my broadheads like down. You almost could like there was like a less than paper thin bit of metal or something. Like it was crazy. I haven't sharpened anything in years though, so. Have you tried tying the zonker strip first, then the mono on top, and pull the zonker strip through it? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. That's interesting. I mean, I was going to say it might affect the way it swims, but if it's not going to foul, who cares? It's probably still going to swim. Just the idea is you have a certain amount of rabbit strip off of the loop to still have the movement. No, I haven't. I should try that, though. That might be a good experiment. The other idea is... you stick the mono through the rabbit strip and then burn the end, but that's always a pain to do, so. All right. Very cool. Let's glue up the other eyes, I suppose. Yeah, that could certainly be one way of doing it. I haven't tried that, though. That sounds like a very valid way of doing it, though, so I feel like we should try it at some point here. I'm going to glue this eye up as well. So I'm working on this albie video. If there's anything you guys think would be a relevant thing that I missed, real quick, I'm just gonna go over the outline just to give you an idea. It's gonna be a long video, and this is just the basic stuff that's gonna be covered. So, but we got our intro, obviously. We got our overview discussing like what the video is going to be. I'm going to be talking about albies to start off, and bonito. It's going to be talking about bonito as well. But I'm going to be talking about the species, short intro, right? And talking about the fish themselves, what they look like. And next up, I should probably do seasons. Seasonal is actually like when they show up. It's actually probably smart. Seasons. We'll make that like that. Then we have locations or where to find them, essentially. So we have inlets, jetties, open beaches, or rocky beaches or surf. We have bays. We have, in the bays, we have coves, canals, and flats. Okay, so for instance, each green thing is going to be like a separate chapter of the video, if you will. Then we have conditions. Conditions are up next. So I'm trying to go through like a list of like importance from like when it comes to fishing for albies from shore, but there's so many things to cover. Clear versus cloudy, calm versus windy, whether there's rain, nor'easters, severe storms can shut them off, yada, yada, yada. Various baits and corresponding flies. Anchovies all the way down through half beaks. Tidal cycles, this will probably get moved up. But tide cycles are very important. I guess one thing I didn't think about is like stripping techniques. And like actually when it comes to fishing for them, or like fishing stripping techniques and fishing techniques or game plan, I guess I'll put. Like the game plan, like if you're in, you don't want to chase after them. You want to, if you see them blowing up and they're slowly moving back and forth up the rocks, you want to sit at one spot on the rocks and just fish. Because the more time you're fishing, the less time you're running around, the more chance you have of catching one on a blind cast. Things like that. And then we got gear, rods, reels, lines, leaders, stripping basket, fly box. Just going over everything. I'm going to discuss everything that's important for albie fishing. That you should have when you're spending a day on the rocks, And then last thing, I'm going to end off the video. Obviously, there'll be an outro or a conclusion, but actual places or different states, talking about the different states, because I have a good amount of information in my books about this, even though I don't necessarily know much about the main albie fishery myself. Most of my books should cover most of it. I think their season ends much earlier than ours, for instance, but we'll just go over it and talk about like their range, I guess, and maybe like certain places like, Cape Cod or, Martha's Vineyard, or places in the Long Island Sound like Orient Point, or places in New Jersey that they show up, just like very, very common places. Just to give people ideas of like the types of locations that albies show up. That's what I was thinking. So that's going to be the layout. If you think I missed anything, let me know. It's definitely, there's so much to go, and it's easy if you're just going to make like a 10-minute video. You can like kind of cut everything down and be like, all right, we're not talking about half that stuff. But I'm trying to make like a very in-depth video, so it's easy to miss things because there's just so much. You could just say grab a rod and go fishing at the inlet with some surf candies, and you'll probably catch them. Or you could say, hey, you want to have a discussion about this? Okay, and you could talk about it for like hours. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna try and lay it out nicely. It'll probably end up being like 30 minutes or something long. So we'll see. I gotta start working on it. The thing like that video is gonna take it's gonna take a while. So I'm gonna be doing fly tying videos and stuff like that in the meanwhile. But those sort of videos take like weeks of editing and like me filming stuff and voiceovers, and a lot of it is editing like the videos and the graphics and the texts and stuff that I put up and this and that. It'll be a long one, but it'll be worth it. All right. So I'm curious, once this liquid fusion dries, from what I can tell, this is the same. In fact, we're going to like do some detective work right now. So, look, liquid fusion. We'll go to JS fly fishing. Ah, haha. Okay, that's all I needed to know. See, we look at that. Greatest detective of all time. It's the same, just new bottle? Yep. Because this is what was throwing me off here. Right? Fly Shack, Trident Fly Fishing. I see that. I'm like, okay. Aleen's, by the way, they're the manufacturer. Make great glues. If you're ever looking for a good glue, tacky glue. So much better than PVA if you're doing some craft stuff. I love Aleen's. They make such good products. I didn't know they make liquid fusion. Shout out. Maybe they acquired it. I don't know. But it looks like the same stuff. Because if you look here, this is Aleen's themselves, the manufacturer. Yeah, they just changed it. As opposed to... This is the old stuff. Which... I haven't bought it in a long time. This is stuff that I bought... I had someone at the hardware store order me like 10 bottles. Years and years ago, back when we were streaming like... I don't know, I'm trying to think of the streaming era. I was probably still gaming on stream all the time. But, okay, so they just changed it. That's good. What the hell? Very cool. Alright, good, I'm happy with that. I got a nice brand new bottle of Liquid Fusion. So we're good to go. No worries. Alright. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm exhausted. I want to make something to eat. I have to film. Well, I mean, we just put a video out today, so ideally I like having videos come out Sunday, but when is... Tuesday's the last day of the month, so that's probably... Alright, we got some time. What I really need, I need to paint some freaking minis for our game tomorrow. Because I barely painted the American minis, so I have to paint them. But what we're going to do is we're going to do our marble race, our follower race. So if you're watching on Twitch, !play, hop on in here. There's a good chance you're probably following the stream if you're watching right now. And to everyone on YouTube, I guess, yeah, probably Tuesday will be the giveaway video. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna put a video out Sunday. It'll probably be Monday or Tuesday will be the giveaway video. Yeah. Give me a day to catch up. I have a lot of fly time to do. So what I really need to do is I have 3 more dozen of these I need to tie this weekend. Of these suckers. So that is that's the main thing I'm doing this weekend. We're filming some games. We're what do you call it? Filming a couple of games, and probably if the video's coming out Monday or Tuesday, I have to film it this weekend. So maybe tomorrow night I'll film it and then edit it, vice versa. So, all right, we're gonna do our marble race here in a sec. So if you haven't, !play, and we'll pull up some marble music. Play it, Jerry. Yo, what's going on, Banana? Banana, did you get your fly? You did, right? I'm pretty certain you did. I'm almost certain, yes. Hopefully. They're framed. Very cool. Okay. Well, you might win another one. We'll see. Hayes is looking, Banana, Leans, Frosty, Jin, Doc. Who just won? Frosty. Well, Frosty's out, but he's in there to maybe ruin someone's day, you know? Knock someone's marble off the track. Very cool. Well, I hope you're doing well, Banana. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Good luck, chat. Your 6-year-old daughter has been tying lately. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. What have you been doing? Like little trout type stuff, you know? Like feathers and hair and stuff? Just teaching her, like, the basics, letting her have fun? That's awesome, dude. We love to hear it. Very cool. Where's the boat streams at? Where's the money at? That's where, you know... One of these days, I'm going to have to sell everything and just live in my broken boat. Just, like, put a tent in it. Buy me a boat? Perfect. You buy it, you keep it out here, you show up on your jet. for the weekend. We go fishing. I like it. You could pay me. I'll be a captain, licensed captain. You just gotta like start your Fortune 500 any day now. Look at that. Did you see how you went through that? What a boss. Frosty. Hot shot. Leans though. Leans and Doc. Get out of there. Oh my god, we got the freaking paddle section of death. I love it. Wow, look at that. Symbiotic. We're like equal timing right now. It's meant to be, huh? Banana, though. Banana's in the lead to win. Banana's in the lead to win the flies. We'll see what happens here. Whoa. We got some serious paddle maneuvers going on here. This is where stuff gets wild. This is where your race can either make or break. Whoa, good move there, Jin. Jin was using it to his advantage. Look at that. Oh my god, could you be like just imagine being bounced around in there? All right, Frosty and me, we're just showing off now. It's all comes down to this. Doc, if he can make it through the paddle section, get up. Looks like he can, but Hayes does too. It's going to come down to the pegs. Are the pegs going to get in the way? Hayes or Doc? First marble in the pit. Doc, make up your mind. Hayes. I'm buying a $1,200 fly rod. Congratulations, Hayes. That means we're going to send a fly in an envelope to somewhere in Denmark or something, and hopefully it gets there. Grudge match. Banana, he's just taking his time, cruising. I like it. All right, Hayes, congratulations. I'm writing you down, Hayes. Hold on. This stream was presented by Nutter Butter Baits. I still haven't figured out. I had the perfect reverb setting on my mixer for years, and I changed the knob, and now I can't find it. Sounds like shit. Hayes, congratulations. Send me a shipping address on Discord, because you're in our Discord, right? Should be, I think. All right. Well, Hayes, congratulations. Frosty, congratulations. Frosty, send me your shipping address, because I don't think I got it. And I'll send you a fly. And we got... who was our winner on YouTube? Which, by the way, I completely forgot. We have to ship our fly from freaking July for YouTube. So, the bend back. So, I'm shipping that out. It was NASCAR. Congratulations, James, for seemingly changing also your name midstream. I like it. Power move. But, congrats. And thank you so much for everybody for hanging out and watching. Not a super long stream, but, you know, definitely got minor heat exhaustion, so I'm just going to hang out and relax and do a little miniature painting because we're playing a game tomorrow. But that being said, thank you so much for watching. We have our new YouTube video coming out on probably Monday or Tuesday. If you haven't, check out our video that came out today because we want to make sure the algorithm gods bless it so it doesn't go to oblivion. But check out the, if I can click it and pull it up here.
Team, it's been a...
You gotta love how they make me watch ads on my own video. But the Albie Muddler and Hitting the Rocks for Albies is the second episode in our Roll Your Own Fly series where we take dice and we roll up random flies. So check that out and give it a like. And if you enjoyed it, leave a comment or whatever, but help bless it for the algorithm god so it doesn't go into oblivion. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, chat. I hope you folks have an awesome night and take it easy. You guys you know, stay safe out there, and if you're gonna go do some fishing, you know, what do you call it, hopefully you catch a bunch of big fish. So I've probably done my fair share of fishing today for the next couple days or so. We fished like all day, but it's all good, Banana. We didn't stream that long. It was only 2 hours. I mean, dude, we used to stream like, I don't know how I used to stream 5-6 hours, 12-hour streams. Now I'm like, I stream 2 hours and like my voice is shot, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. My room is like 90 degrees because there's so much stuff on. But what do you call it? We'll be streaming again next Friday. So, and we got videos and this and that, and then we got the Discord as always. Yeah, you posted something in the Discord. Let's take a look real quick. Very cool. Ah, very nice. I like it. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I like the setup, too. With the paddle feet, probably, right? Oh, yeah. Nice fish, dude. Beautiful. Damn, look at that. Very cool. That almost looks like a steelhead at that point. Jesus. It's crazy. Awesome. Very cool. The kick boat. Yeah, I remember there's a video of, I think, was it Jeremy Wade or somebody catching an arapaima on a fly rod off one of those things down in South America. You're up for an award for that one? I bet. Dude, that fish is huge. 27 inches, 6.8 pounds. That's crazy. Wow, congrats. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, very cool. Nice fish. All right, chat. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sharing, Banana. Appreciate it. And, hey, send me your shipping address. All right, brother? So, anyways, chat, you take it easy. You have a nice night. Thank you so much to everyone watching on Twitch. Give yourselves a round of applause. And to everybody on YouTube watching, thank you so much. We'll see you guys, all right? You take it easy. Peace, chat. Later. Yep.